Hello Pisces, and welcome to your 2016 year tarot card read. My name is Dee, and this here with me is my dear friend Lucy.
Hi.
So we went ahead and are going to be doing these together from now on. I kind of roped her into it, and it works pretty good, and we flow really well, and I think we give you a more complete read. So we are both pulling a card for each month, and then we're going to do her read, my read, and then we'll compare the two and give you another read too, which will be kind of nice because it's a step further than just a general read. It'll resonate hopefully with quite a few different people because in a way you're going to be getting 3 or 4 different reads. So we also pulled an oracle card for overall. So I think we might as well begin. So here we go for January. Lucy pulled
The Hanging Man. Now, as you can see, his arms are free, therefore he's hanging by choice. So this gives him the time to take a look at the situation, whatever situation it is, business, level, whatever, from a different and a fresh perspective, to find possible solution, a better understanding, benefit in the long run. You know, he's thinking about the situation. He hasn't made a decision as yet. Well, actually he has. He's still hanging there, okay, by choice.
Okay. Now for that month, I pulled the 3 of Wands. Now the 3 of Wands is about planning, it's about partnership, it's about established strength, it can be about trade, commerce. It's mostly to do with business. So if you combine the two, with it being the beginning of the year, you have a man that's hanging about business. He kind of has some decisions that he needs to make. So I think that for some of you, you're going to be making some decisions when it comes to business. You'll be looking over your domain and kind of figuring out, but you're going to take your time. You're going to hang yourself for a while, kind of watch things, suspend yourself, kind of see what's going on, so that you can make better decisions come the next month. Okay? So for the month of February, Lucy pulled
The 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups indicates a situation where you feel like you may have too many choices, too many possibilities. So you could have a difficulty in making a decision. So this indicates that you should take your time, use care, be methodical, be sensible in your approach to your decision. Okay?
So I pulled the 5 of Pentacles. Now the 5 of Pentacles is about loss. Sometimes it's unpleasant differences. It can also be a card of for better, for worse, since there's a man and a woman, if you see on there, and they're kind of look like they're both kind of going through a hard time, but yet they're together. You can also talk a little bit about loneliness. So for this month, it'll be kind of seeing what your financial situation is. You might be kind of in a lower time. Or if you take the 2 of them together, you have the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups, like she said, is about choices that you need to make and being careful. Now, if you pull over the energy from the month before, which talks about planning and suspending yourself, I think it's because you guys got a major decision you're going to make in February. And I think a lot of it has to do with money, and it may feel at times like you're going to be a little lost, but you have a choice here. You've got all these different cups to pick from. So make sure that you, like she said, plan, look at all the options, take your time.
Be methodical.
Yeah, use your pros and cons during this time. Okay? So for the month of March, Lucy received.
I received the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is the atypical type of male. His robes and adornments symbolize his position and his status, which is very high. He's a powerful man in control of the situation, financial stability, ambition, authority, achievement, karma, if you want to say. So yeah, it's a very good card for him or for you. And in love, as in with anything else, you need balance. So calm heads, clear thinking. Okay?
Now for the month of March, I received the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands, most pages are about messages that are going to come to you, important news. So this is no change. It's just a job or a field of studies that it usually goes into. And it can also mean that you're going to have contact with people from either a foreign country, or you may end up going to a foreign country. And again, this is about job and studies. But if you take the two of them together, the Emperor is the one that all of the suits come to if they have any problems. He's the one that's above them all. And I think that there's going to be some important news to come to somebody that's going to put you in a position of power and authority. And then you need to kind of use that to your advantage, but you don't want to overuse it. You don't want to be controlling and domineering in this situation. So listen to what the page has to tell you with the news that's coming, but embody the Emperor as you make. And I keep looking at the decisions they made in January and February. So I think that it's just going to carry over, and this is going to help you become that Emperor, because I think that you're going to get message that might have come from the decisions that you made earlier in the year. Okay, so that's for the month of March. Now for April, Lucy received
Ten of Pentacles, which is financial and family stability. It's all about satisfaction, you feeling settled and materially secure. Family has a comfortable foundation, about passing on possessions to the next generation, having that ability. So it is a very positive card as far as your finances go.
So for you guys, for the month of April, I received the Hermit. Now the Hermit goes out seeking, and it's usually about inner truth, strength. It talks about solitude. It's also a time where you're rethinking things, like your goals, and pulling back from your actions to kind of get an idea of what's going on, so that you can look at the whole thing, the whole scope. So when you put the two of them together, you guys came to the end of a cycle with the Pentacles, with the money.
Yes, it's the ending of that suit. It's the fulfillment of that suit. Actually.
Right. So I really think that the Hermit, you guys are going to be in a situation where you're going to need to pull back, kind of rethink things when it comes to your finances, because this month's all about finances, I truly believe. Look into yourself and kind of rethink your goals. Think about the different things that you'd like to see happen for you and your family when it comes to your finances.
The future, because the Pentacles is all about security and foundation, all of that. It's about being able to pass on to the next generation, and maybe even the generation after that. So it's also about future planning. Yes.
Which you can do as a Hermit.
Yes.
And what's kind of funny, again, this is April, the month of April. This isn't the only one this has happened to, where we've had stuff with money for the month of April, which in the United States, that's a time where a lot of people have to pay their taxes with the IRS. So, and they get money back sometimes too. So this month's all about money, and I think a lot of it has to do with the decisions that you made earlier in the year too. So for the month of May, Lucy pulled the Empress.
The Empress. Now the Empress is the counterpart of the Emperor. She is the atypical female, desirable in her form, fertile, everything that goes along with being that, a loving, nurturing mother. She controls all four elements. She has them in there. She's integrating the earth and spiritual matters. She indicates growth, prosperity, fertility, brings solutions to fruition. So this is a very positive card with happy solutions, the Empress is, and good rewards. It's a very positive card.
And she's all about nurturing, so maybe for somebody, they might even be baby time.
Yeah, baby time, yeah.
So for the month of May, I pulled Justice. Now, Justice is a karma card. It talks mostly about legal matters. It's not like Judgment. Judgment's more your actions. This is more legal stuff that's happening around you. So I really feel for the month of May, for some of you, this may be a month where you have legal matters come to fruition. Make sure that you do things in a legal matter throughout the beginning of the year, so that you're ready for this month come May, because there is justice that's going to be done. Now, if you take the two of them together, it's so funny because I keep seeing nurturing, and I keep seeing like a mother figure, which that is, and
Yes, she is.
I really think that there's going to be a woman that's going to have legal matters go her way, and I think it could even have to do with children. There might even be a settlement when it comes to
Could be.
home with the children and
Could be.
and
Those
having
are.
them come.
Yep.
But no matter what, even no matter what happens, just embody the Empress. Be
Mhm.
nurturing, be kind to those around you, even when you've got legal matters that may or may not go your way for this month,
Well,
for the month of May.
she's all about happy conclusions and good rewards. So
So it could be
It
a
could
very
be-
good thing.
yeah.
Very good for that. Okay, so for the month of June, Lucy received.
for June, I got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is always full of ideas and enthusiasm for projects. Strong, optimistic, energetic, confident, friendly, good with words, motivating. He's happiest when he's creating. The negative is he can be rash and selfish and impatient at times. So that's all about the King of Wands.
All right. So for the month of June,
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I got the Devil. Now, the Devil is about mystery, secrecy, possible blindness. It's an earthy element because it has to do with the physical. If you look at the two that are being chained, I think that for some of you for this month, you are going to be dealing with physical situations, whether it be excessive drink. It's almost like addictions. It could be drugs. It could even be sex. It could be just taking things to the extreme to where it's unhealthy for yourself. And you really don't want to do that this month. So just be aware. Again, this is a major arcana, but I really feel that if you know about this and you can change a little bit of that, especially at the beginning of the year, don't let yourself get sucked into whatever it says it's going to be coming that month. If you take the two of them together, I see like three different things. So bear with me, y'all. I see a King of Wands that might be a problem for somebody because he might be almost like an addiction to you, or may even have addictive behavior that you need to watch out for.
That can be part of his negative characteristics. He's rash, so he makes impulsive decisions. So he could be careless with money. He could be careless with driving the car. He could be careless with how much he drinks.
And it's almost like a double whammy because you got the King of Wands who has that on the flip side, and then you got the Devil too. So embody the good characteristics of the King of Wands this month. Don't let the rashness and everything control you. We realize that this is physical stuff and that you can't overcome it, but you have to make choices when you do that.
Yes.
Or if not, it'll rule you.
Yes.
So we don't want to do that the month of June. Okay. All right. For July, Lucy received
The Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is loyal and protective of her family. Endless energy, organized. She is organized chaos. She gets things done, but nobody else knows how. It's a merry chaos. She's full of ideas, thrives on being busy. Negative aspects to her personality are she can be vengeful and catty at times. She's got a warm and attractive personality, and her home is very important to her. Okay.
So this month's about home, and Wands are mostly about job too, which is kind of funny because she's home. She's more home.
Yep.
But for this month, I got the King of Wands.
Oh.
So the King of Wands, as Lucy talked about before, is somebody that's got ambition, leadership. He can also be a guide and help you make important decisions. So for some of you who dealt with the Devil the month before with your addictions, this might be somebody that can come and give you some really good advice to get you through some of these vices and the different things that happen. The only thing with him is, again, his haste and his ego. You just got to make sure that you don't go for that if you're this person. But here we go. We've got a complete suit here. We've got a man and a woman. So I really think that this is going to be about relationships for the month for some of you. It's going to be about a king and a queen. You know, she cares about her family, and she's just chaotic.
She is chaotic a little bit, but it's organized chaos.
Right,
She's
and he can be hasty
and considerate, and she is all about loyalty and protection of her family.
So we really think when we get something like this, it's usually like a double whammy. You need to keep that in mind. There is, for a lot of people, it's going to be about family and career and stuff this month.
There's a fire there.
Yeah, fire symbol. So keep that in mind. That's for the month of July. Enjoy your time with your family. Don't let things, your haste and everything like that rule you. Go ahead and move forward and keep it in mind. Okay, so for the month of August, Lucy received
the 6 of Cups. And it's aspects of the past and pleasant memories. Could be someone returning from your past that you haven't seen for a long time. Emotional situations. And in the negative, it could be being stuck in the past. So you need to try to move forward in your life. Okay.
So for the month of August, I received the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is the counterpart to the Magician, which is the card before, and only it's the female counterpart. And with the High Priestess, she's more intuitive. This is more about spiritual matters, whereas the Magician's more about show and magic. This is more about inner strength, personal matters, dealing with magic, intuition, and just embodying this month. So I think that for quite a few of you, you're going to have a heightened intuition. Listen to your intuition this month. And when you put the two of them together, I think that there's going to be, for some of you, you're going to have to listen to your intuition because somebody's going to come from your past, and you're going to have to make some decisions and not romanticize the past because
don't get stuck in it.
Yeah, listen to your intuition. Let it guide you when it comes to this matter. I keep getting
you have a future that is just waiting for you.
And you know what's funny is that I'm seeing a man. I'm not seeing a woman with this. I'm seeing a man. He's got somebody from his past coming. And I know it's kind of weird for you to, as a man, to think to use the High Priestess, but I really think that you need to use your intuition when it comes to this person. I think that, yes, you had good stuff happen in the past, but Pisces, I think that you need to listen to your intuition this month and don't romanticize. Be like the cat. Kind of sit back and watch before you make your decisions when it comes to this. And don't let the past put rose-colored glasses on you to where you're not seeing all the different changes, because I don't think that this person's good for you. And I don't normally go off on lists like this, but I just see a man. So you need to embody your High Priestess, because this isn't just a female card. Use your spiritual intuition so that you can see past what's going to be going on this month. Okay, so that's month of August. I can grab this one. For the month of September, Lucy received
the Page of Wands. Now this is about swift energy, young energy, good news, and it could be work related.
Now, if you remember, in the month of March, you got the Page of Wands too. So again, when we see this kind of things, there's a lot to do about messages, and you need to keep that in mind. There's going to be some important news coming. So I think this whole year is about a lot of important news. Now for the month of September, I received the Tower. Now a lot of you go, oh no, it's the Tower. That's not always good. And sometimes it isn't, because it's stripping away the things that we have built upon false beliefs and false assumptions. It's a destructive deconstruction that gives us an opportunity to go ahead and rebuild this particular belief and build it on a good foundation. So for the month of September, I really feel that something's going to come and shake you to your core and your beliefs. And when you put the two of them together, you've got a message of good, because usually the pages are good news, but I think it's going to shake you to your core and it's going to make you rethink things. So
use the energy that comes with the page, with the messages, to help you through the Tower and rebuilding, because that's what it's all about with the Tower, is the rebuilding after the fall. Okay?
And there's good stuff that comes out of it. I know at times it just feels chaotic and awful, but I don't know about you, but I'd much rather have my life based upon something that's truthful than something that's a lie. And it's, even though blunt honesty hurts sometimes, it's so much more cathartic in the long run. And you need to remember that. Don't let this energy drag you down.
Right.
Use what's going on with the page and realize that it's usually good news, and then in the long run it will benefit you,
Yes.
because the next month is actually really good. So for the month of October, Lucy received
The Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups is all about celebration with family and friends. It's emotions overflowing. As you can see, it is really just abundance there. They are just happy as they can be. And it's progress in relationships, it's emotional fulfillment, it's happy conclusions, it's victory and abundance, it's reasons to celebrate.
Now, for the month of October, I received the Star. Now, the Star is about wishes fulfilled, things that are coming true. It's having so much abundance that it's flowing out of you here and flowing out of you there. It's just a very good card. It's second to the Sun, I believe. But the thing that just sits with me, bear with me because I got to get up, is the fact that the Tower is before. The Tower is number 16, okay? And this is number 17. So you got a progression here. You got a progression from September to October. And even though you've had the energy of the Tower in September, there's going to be good things that come out of it in the month of October. So the fact that this is a progression for you guys is actually a good thing. So keep that in mind, that even though this is going on in the month before, you got this, your wishes are going to be fulfilled, because the things that you held on to are going to be gone and the real stuff's going to come out. And when you combine the two of them, wow, you're going to have good time with family, friends. You're going to have wishes and good things happen to you this month of October.
Yes.
And it's going to take away the pain and the different things that you went through in the month before, because you're going to see things for how they really, really are. And your wishes are going to come true.
Reasons to celebrate.
And you see the cups overflowing here, and then you see all this pouring out of water here too. And I just think that your cups are going to be so full, you guys are going to be able to turn around and let it overflow and spill out all over the place. And
All over everyone you love.
yes,
Yeah.
so that's for the month of October. So for the month of November, Lucy received
The Nine of Cups, which is cheer and abundance, emotional, material fulfillment. It's also about sensual pleasure. So there you go. And you're just well pleased with your life.
So for this month, I received another major, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune talks about good luck. It talks about your luck changing for the better. If things have been bad, it's a really good card, because you've got fortune going good your way. It's always to your favor. So again, we're dealing with what happened in September, going to your wishes being fulfilled in October, and here your luck's changing. Heck, maybe you should go get a lottery ticket. I don't know. But when you combine the two, it just talks about, all these good things happening to where you're really fulfilled. And I think that, like I said, all the stuff that happened before is just pointing to the good things that are going to be happening afterwards.
You're well satisfied with your life.
Yeah. So there you go.
Reasons to be well satisfied.
Yes.
With your life.
You got some good stuff going on.
Think about the good things.
Yes. So for the month of December, Lucy received
The Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is the seed of new life, beginning of actions and taking initiative, new ideas, being creative, inspirations, maybe even a new relationship, very passionate new relationship.
fire.
There you go.
So again, I think it's interesting how it segues into it, because you have the message, the good message, the stuff happening with the Three of Cups before, and then going down into the Nine of Cups, having that fulfillment.
Yeah.
So for the month of December, I received the Six of Swords. Now, this isn't a bad card. The Six of Swords is about journeys. It's a progression. It's about moving forward. Sometimes you have to make a change, but it's going to be a good change to change the consciousness and your attitude and move you forward in life along the river of life. Now, when you combine the two, what a way to end up the year.
Seed of new life.
Yeah, new beginnings, new stuff, and you're gonna make a decision this month that's gonna just bring you good things, fire. And for some of you, it might even be traveling and going somewhere different, and and changing your life and maybe going to a different country. You know, this is also a card of travel. And when you combine it with the energies of the Ace, wow, you guys got a lot of good things
going
for this month.
Absolutely.
What a way to end the year too.
There you go.
So, you know, even though you guys had 10 major arcana, which is quite a few, you know,
quite a lot going on through the year.
Yeah.
Just try to stay positive and look at your surroundings and take in the whole picture. Think clearly. Don't be rash.
Yeah, and you guys, even though you're going to have, you know, some stuff happen to you, including legal matters and different stuff too, it's still a really good read, and we're kind of excited to hear how your year goes. So I know it sounds silly, but we really do want to know these things. So, you know, if you get any comments, fill them in. So for the year for you guys, you received what's called Reveal Your Truth.
When you were born, your soul shone bright. As you grew, you were taught of right and wrong. You were taught how to think, how to live, how to believe in a way that makes you fearful to say no. To disagree is to risk alienation from family and society. And so you hide your true thoughts and feelings behind a mask. That mask hides your light. Cast it aside. Embrace and live your truth, and let your soul shine once more.
I don't think there's anything else I need to say about that. I think with what you guys got going this year, just be true to yourself.
Yes.
Be true to who you are and what's going on, even through these different changes and the different things. Because when you are true to yourself, things are gonna be good and things are gonna happen. I mean, it's very evident in what we've seen today.
Yeah, it's all a progression.
And it's a good one.
Yes.
So if you guys like what you've heard, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want, subscribe to us. We would love to have you be a part of this. We are going to be doing a couple more series, and we do monthly reads. We are going to be doing together, and but you guys got an awesome year coming up, and just let us know what's going on. And in the meantime, walk in peace, light, and love.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.